You'd have to be a drowning hermit crab not to have heard the big news from Apple yesterday when they released the iPhone 7, sending Apple geeks everywhere into seventh heaven. And the biggest news was that, never afraid to be controversial, they put the shun in fashion by getting rid of the headphone jack, everyone's favourite 3.5mm fitting. Well, I'm delighted, and shout out to the guys at Apple HQ in California that they've sent me one of the very first pairs of AirPods right here. Are these going to take me sky high? There's only one way to find out with the first unboxing. To be fair, there is something about an Apple box which always makes you feel like an Emirati sheikh on Christmas. I could be a billionaire right now. And there, in a time capsule, preserved for future historians, are the AirPods. One day, they'll look back on headphones and think that they were what T-Rexes used to listen to their Walkmans on the go. That's how old school they look by comparison. Like on a Good Friday night, let's get in the box. The best thing about wireless is that there are less wires. It really sounds like a Bruce Forsyth catchphrase, that. I'm wondering what any wires have been doing in my life. I might start pulling my veins out after seeing these. And now, Jeremy Clarkson styly, let's give them a test drive. It's one of my superstitions to go right here first. Oh. Oh. That fits in my ear like nothing has ever fitted quite before. This one says L on it. You do need to know your left from your right to be able to operate these. My ears finally feel complete. I knew my whole lifetime that they were always missing something, but I didn't know what it was until now. The best thing about these is, if you've got an annoying family member, maybe you've been roped into one of those kind of family parties you really don't want to go to, but you haven't come up with quite a good enough excuse. You can just put these in, particularly if you have long hair like me, over the top, and so long as you nod occasionally and go, smile, you are part of a party. You can bring an EDM party to the family party with these in the ears. Oh, I almost forgot one key element, which also comes in the box that I took out earlier, the charger, which is there just in case they weren't charging you enough already at $159.99. There's a reason 999 are the last three numbers of that price, because you're being robbed. Welcome to the AirPod factory. Although it may not look like the rolling hills of rural China, it's definitely a sweatshop here today in the September sunshine in London. To start making your AirPods, you're going to need some normal earpods. They may not be airborne yet, but like a Spitfire in a hangar, they're ready to take to the skies. And then you need another brand new Apple device. Now this is one which wasn't released yesterday. Most people haven't even heard the rumours about this one. But I have it on good authority that this is going to be with us in the not too distant future. It's the iBoard. Tim Cook by name, Tim Cook by nature. He loves this one. Parental supervision required in true Blue Peter fashion for any children who are going to try this at home. Then I've got my AirPods, which are just gagging for some ear action, like someone with an ear fetish. Struggling a little bit here to unwind them. You know, as a stressed out city liver, it is hard to unwind sometimes. But there we go, we're getting some R&R. Nice weekend activity this. You can see how much those wires are caging them in like a gorilla in a zoo. They're ready to be freed. And I am going to be like the Che Guevara of headphones and liberate them. I feel a little bit like a vet performing the dreaded operation on a dog. This is only going to hurt briefly. Uno, dos, tres, snippy snippy. There we go, an AirPod is born. AirPods are much like rabbits in that you shouldn't keep one on its own. You need a second for company. So I'm going to give this one a brother. Snip, snip. And there we have it. You would think it would be so much more complicated, but like a David Copperfield illusion, it's really deceptively simple. And these wires, they're going to be consigned to wire heaven or wire hell. After all that product testing, I really feel like a young Johnny Ives. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you can now make your own AirPods to listen to future videos, which come every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And leave a thumbs up if this got you even a fraction as excited as the iPhone 7 itself. Have a winning weekend, and I'll see you here soon.